Let's go. Yo.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Foreplay. Let's talk Foreplay podcast episode. Season 2 episode 4.
Yeah.
Damn.
Season 2 episode 4.
14
Don't worry,
episodes
guys.
in, eh?
We're gonna get a guest soon. Now you
What?
guys are just
Nah.
of seeing us already.
Are we gonna get a guest?
Yeah, we should.
We're getting one
Yeah.
next week.
Who?
Ooh. Brody just
Brody
just say random.
Yeah, Brody's
kak,
a producer that keeps secrets from us. We have no
Yeah,
idea.
you somehow organized the guest already. We don't even know who. You know, okay, real chat, Brody. You should actually do that. You should surprise guest us.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea, bro.
Like
You have the pool. People don't know me, guys.
No, you do
Yes,
it on
you
behalf of us. You do it
can
on behalf
brag now
of you.
about how one of the biggest YouTubers in the country recognized you by name.
There you go.
Shout out, Evo.
Brody
Shout
got
out, Irv.
what's it? Brody got
Brody got motion.
Brody got motion.
Question mark.
Statement.
But Evo's doing he's doing crazy.
No, he's
Yeah.
killing it, bro.
Shout out Erwin
What did he hit?
Bukasa one
200
time.
What?
100K,
100,000.
100,000 subs. At first, South African YouTuber to hit 100,000 subs.
What? Not even Mac G in them?
Nah. Yeah, probably. But I know
Yeah.
he was in the.
Nah,
he was
there
in the
should be
bracket.
bigger. That should be bigger news if he's the first to hit 100K.
He's not the first,
bro.
but he's one of.
Oh, okay.
One of very few.
Yeah.
Could be Chris Rogers, Dawn Fisher, EB.
Wow. What about that other dude that does all the interviews? The guy from Cape Town. He interviews like the gangsters and.
Oh,
He
the wide
should
awake
chill,
bro.
yeah.
I think he also
He
maybe
should also
hit
be
it,
up there.
But I think he got his little plaque. He got his plaque from
Yeah.
YouTube now in the week or
Ibi.
yeah. I think it's silver.
Yeah, that's incredible, bro.
And then
It's a diamond.
it's a diamond plaque, bro.
That's crazy.
Boys, this
yeah.
man is selling out records.
Yo,
Anyway, shout out Hervé. Congrats on 100,000 subs.
Congrats,
even though you hit this a
fam.
couple months ago, but it's still massive, still huge.
we were just looking at the numbers of like our most viewed reels on
Yeah.
Instagram, and our very first episode. Naturally, it's gonna get a lot of attention, but when he shared that shit, just went like.
Yeah, that shit blew, bro.
It
Like
blew
people
up.
actually
Yeah.
clicked on it. It was like
Talking
yeah.
about reels, let's go through some of the comments from last week, because what we posted was it stirred up some, I wouldn't say controversy, but definitely a lot of feedback, where I think people are starting to see the light,
You
or
think
maybe
that-
not
you
people
think
are
so?
seeing the light, but maybe they're just like, I think they're realizing that if you have an opinion about something, you might not be alone.
Yeah.
So if you think like, yo, you know what? Actually, why is
Oh.
everyone going on about this DJ or whatever? Like, there's nothing special going on here, and you just think that to yourself because maybe you think it's
Yeah, people will shun you or make you feel some
Yeah.
type of way. You know what? Now that you mention it like that, it's actually I think it makes a lot of sense because like one of the most consistent things that we've been commended on is the fact that we say things how it is. And a lot of people, especially like people within our industry and people who keep a close watch to our industry, they often feel like they can't say things how it is because of relationships and this and that. And they feel like, I think that we basically just opened up a space where you can say something without thinking that you're going to be judged or you're going to be shunned for it. You know? And like that's one of the main feedbacks that I've gotten about the podcast in that regard.
Well, I think as long as you keep it generalized and not talking about specific people, that's how it goes about.
People do
because
be surmising in
yeah.
the comments.
if you start pinpointing specific people, that's when it becomes.
then it gets sticky.
Yeah, and that's not what we're trying to do. But
No, not at all.
there's more than enough, people that the shoe fits. What was you saying?
If the shoe fits, wear that thing.
Wear that thing. So this is a good comment. One or two comments that we got. So basically, we were talking about the need to go viral.
Yeah.
That was your selling point. Where
Why is there a need to go
the need
viral?
to go viral is poisoning our industry. And someone said, this could not be any more true. I feel like many people are chasing fame in the industry rather than developing and nurturing the necessary skills needed to be a great DJ, which is undoubtedly a unique and underappreciated form of art. Nowadays, it's so rare to find people who genuinely care about the craft when all they aim for is to be famous. Glad you guys spoke about this. Finally, someone said it. these 10-second clips of a mashup that go viral are making me sick. Show us how you made the mashup, or credit the original creator of the mashup. Show us more than 10 seconds of the mashup. Yeah, I actually saw something the other day that was, again, it just got to me, bro. Like, this is a...
This
like,
man stay getting triggered on social
I am,
media.
bro. So this is a mashup edit
Yeah.
pre-mix thing that is available on DJ City, which is a
Record
website
pool.
for DJs to download stuff. So like a lot of the times they'll make these pre-made, literally transitions, bro. Like one song going into another one, but in a very sometimes complex way. So this one that was made, this is like years ago. It was a tone play of a song going into another song. So you literally don't have to do anything, and the song plays and it transitions.
And it does the tone play.
This dude posted a video of him playing this mashup thing, whatever, and he's standing there and he's just like smoking his hookah pipe, bro. He's not touching the decks, nothing.
And you start to hear the tone play.
And the tone play goes, and this video goes viral, bro.
Like
what the fuck, man?
For the ordinary viewer who doesn't know what a tone play is, it's basically you finger drumming the beat of the next song that you're going to transition into. So
using like familiar notes and
So
like rearranging it. It's a very complex and
it is
skillful thing
'Cause
to
you
do.
need to
So if you just
understand.
standing there, you're not touching the decks, and the shit just happens. It's like,
there's no way you like. It's just silly.
but this is my thing. I feel like people are like DJs are more than happy to pull the wool over the regular person's eyes where they don't know what's going on, and then it just sounds great. It really does sound great.
It's like magic.
It's cool, and it's like magic, and it's like they don't know any better. How is that fulfilling to you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You posting this video and you taking credit for this shit, but
it's because
Come on,
it's
man.
because people don't, like you said, like that comment said, like people don't care about the craft. It's just to become famous. It's just to be like hoisted into a spotlight where you can go and you can say and do whatever. And now people know you and people walk around like, oh, it's that dude and he did this cool thing. But in reality, you just played a DJ City edit.
I think it's because becoming a DJ is the easiest thing you can do, because nobody knows how to do anything that you guys are actually doing. So if I want to become a DJ, I can easily fool somebody into thinking that I'm good.
By playing edits.
Because they don't know how to do these sort of things. They're like, oh, he must have done it because like...
Yeah. Look, it's fair, man. It's fair because like if you're a spectator and you're just looking at the decks, you don't know what's happening.
No.
You don't. So if someone does something cool or if something sounds extremely cool, you automatically assume that that person did it.
And because they're doing it in front of you.
It gives me the ick, bro.
Hey, bro.
Like,
this is one of my favorite ones. Make art, not content. I really like that, bro.
yeah, see, that's another thing. The art is in the content also, man. So it's a give
We
and
just
take.
we're trapped in a followers game, and the skill and talent is the last focus. This guy Dean actually comments a lot.
DZ.
No, Dean Boer.
Oh.
DZ does comment a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
DZ does. Shout out
Yeah,
DZ.
he's
He was
like-
in the show last night also.
Is it?
Yeah, didn't you see him?
Nah.
He
I don't
tapped me
think
up
so.
like during my set and I was like, oh shit, DZ. Yeah, shout out DZ one time. Waiting room.
I think I saw him because I saw him.
Yeah.
I think I'm somebody just...
He's very like introverted, man. Like he's not the type to like wild out and say,
Yeah.
oh, I'm in the building. Like he's very calm, chill. He'll walk, he'll greet you, and you probably won't see him again for the rest of the night. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
Easy.
he's one
Shout
of
out Deezy. He's a loyal supporter of
yeah,
the pod.
no
eh?
cap.
This guy says, some of us still do care. I think the hard part is wanting everybody to win and trying to support a friend who is maybe now trying to branch out and make it in the industry. It gets tricky. Like, everybody needs to eat. So how do we say as a friend, this isn't your plate to eat from? Once we know how to navigate those conversations, then the gimmicks might disappear.
So this falls into to something that I said in season 1, where I said there's always a room at the table for everyone to eat, right?
Mhm.
And then a couple maybe 8 episodes into the season, Brody said, yeah, there's room for everyone to eat, but not everyone must sit at the same tables.
Mhm.
Which makes sense, and it kind of changed my perspective of the whole situation. So when I read that comment, it was also like, yeah, it makes sense. Like, not everybody can be a DJ, and it's also tough for you to tell someone like, nah, this is not for you, bro. Like, again, how do you dictate to someone that, you know what, you shouldn't DJ, but you should do this, so you should try doing that?
Well, what I get quite often, I think I've noticed in the last maybe year or so, a lot of people coming up to me and saying, I really want to start DJing. Like, I love music, and or not even that. I really want to start DJing. And the first question I ask them is, I say, cool, why? Why do you want to do it? Just off the bat, what is your
goal?
What is your goal? And some people would say, I really love music. I really think I could do well. Or some people literally come up with some other bullshit answer where it's like, nah, I can do this. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the why, which is the main thing. It's like,
I have a different approach. And like, when people come up to me and ask me, like, say like, yeah, I want to start DJing, I don't ask them like, why you want to start DJing. I'm more so like, I ask this three questions that I ask is like, where do you want to play? What do you play? And what are you going to do different to people who's already playing whatever that is?
yeah.
And
Then they say, anywhere, play anywhere, I play everything. And I do
that's the worst one. The play anywhere and the play everything, is the worst
play
ones.
anywhere.
Because an aspect of this DJing thing that people really neglect, especially in the beginning, is that without a brand and a recognized vision, there's no point for you to be in the industry, bro. Like, people need to tie you to something. People need to tie you to something. People need to tie you to either being a really good freestyle DJ who plays everything open format. They either need to tie you to a very good hip hop and R&B DJ,
like a very specific one lane,
or they need to tie you to like, you're one of the best piano DJs out there. You know, it can't be, you can't do this thing where in a 30-minute set you're playing gom, you're playing trap, you're playing hip hop, you're playing R&B, and you're playing piano, and you're playing pop.
In 30 minutes, that's wild.
But this happens.
Yeah.
This happens. So it can't be something like that, you know. Yes, it's cool, bro. You sit here, you are open format DJ.
That's what we do.
Listen.
Foreplay set.
You are open format DJ, you can play everything.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna spend an hour of your set switching through 6 different genres. And you as Gremlin.
Yeah. No, not me. No. Yeah.
As Foreplay, it's a different chat because that's just us taking the piss.
It really is.
But like me as Kane, I'm not gonna switch through 6 or 4 or 5 different genres, because if I look at the lineup, if you have a dedicated hip hop and R&B artist on the lineup, you have a dedicated piano, dedicated gom, dedicated Afro-tech artist on the lineup, and you the one person who doesn't have a specific brand, you're not going to reach into each of those genres when your set is live, knowing that these other people should still play. You're not going to go and play the banger of each of those genres. You get me?
Because that's what you're going to kind of rely on. You're not going to be able to dive into anything further than the surface level of the genre if you're just gonna hit bangers.
That's why when people say, nah, I play everything, I tell them like, nah, bro, like, find something specific. Like, find your niche, find what you like, and build on that and create yourself a brand where people can tie you to something and say, yo, I fuck with this person because this person is genuinely the best in that particular genre. And it's cool, bro. You don't have to be tied to that genre, because on the night, if you feel like your genre that you're supposed to play isn't working out, you have license to switch it up, bro. Then you can go and you can play a pop song, or you can play this or that to switch it up. But don't go play 7-8 different genres in a 30-minute, 45-minute, hour mix, bro. Like let's just be for real.
I think if it's done well and tastefully, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But it definitely is a matter of time and place. And you know, like if I think back to myself at 21, 22, I remember coming from America with this, like, coming home from America with this, like, just this drive of, like, thinking that I knew what Cape Town needed from a DJ's perspective. Like, seeing what there wasn't. Obviously, being in America and seeing all that shit and, like, this wild side of, you know, in the entertainment world and DJing and everything, I was like, I'm coming with that energy. And I was like a little bit entitled because I thought what I'm gonna bring is gonna be
revolutionary.
yeah, what Cape Town needs, and like it didn't work, bro. Like it did not work at all. I came there with a vibe of I'm gonna play like a mixture of dubstep and hip hop and trap and house and this and that, and like in an hour set, which is possible, but it just wasn't well received at all. So like there was a bit of naivety, but you know, I still remember, like I just remembered this right now. I remember coming home and Carl Wasty was on Good Hope at the time.
With the Sweet Mixteen.
Yeah. And I just thought like this would be a good show for me to be on. Bear in mind, I haven't done any radio or anything like that. And I remember sending him an email with a mix and giving him a whole speech, bro. Like, this is what I feel like Cape Town needs this, and there's too many clicks, and like just complaining, bro. Like being on this complaining vibe where now when I look back, I was like, there's no way that was going to work, because when I see somebody approach me in that way, I'm already like, damn, bro, you complaining. Like it's negative. Like
in reality,
just send the mix, say, yo, this is what I do. If you fuck with it, cool, whatever.
Yeah, because in reality, you don't know much about the industry.
Not at that age or when you just started.
And
bro.
now you're like, yeah, I know how to fix it, and I know how to do this. Like even me, I also sit with that kind of mindset, and I'm like, yeah, I understand what's going on, but do I know how to fix it? Not at all, bro. Yeah, I don't know though. I don't know how to fix it. All I know is what I need to do and what I need to do, like moving forward and carrying the brand and stuff like that. That's why, like I always say, like it doesn't make sense to do that in the context of you have designated people on the lineup who can play all these genres, and now you dipping your finger into all of them. Wow. Yeah, the math just doesn't math.
Let's run through some of the YouTube comments quickly.
There were some really
good ones, bro.
Good YouTube comments. Shout out Base Mental. He said, trashing Cape Town DJs on social media has become fashionable / cosmopolitan way to get attention and gain followers. The same people complain about hip hop DJs playing the same sets are the same people that will sit down when you're playing hip hop from 2022 upwards or 2020 upwards. They will never make a video of you playing the latest Gunna or Doja Cat, but the phones will come out quickly when you play something from 2010s, and then they say, look at Cape Town DJs.
You know what it is? The people that he's talking about, they don't know the new stuff. That's why they don't dance to it. That's why they complain about... Wait, did they complain about not playing new stuff?
No. What they're saying is that you can watch an hour set and maybe I'll do 55 minutes of brand new music. And the 5 minutes I play a throwback, they'll take a video and say, Cape Town DJs play old music.
They don't play anything.
But on the flip side, a DJ could play horribly for an hour, and there's one moment where it slaps, and that video
will go viral.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's just both. It goes both ways.
Yeah,
bro.
it's a terrible coin to be on.
We'll give a bite there, Brody. There's a bite to that. I'm starving, bro.
Look here. You see.
Shout out.
Look here. Send.
Did you have enough? No. Give me your last. I want to finish it when you're done. I'm not trying to bite and then you go back and forth. Yeah. My guy. Let me take the mic away while I chew.
Y'all see this shit.
Peanut butter.
I'm professional, actually.
Yeah. Because you know, that's why I make like you don't got food at home.
Professional, bro.
Anyways. Someone else commented, the more basic sets go viral because more people care about the music than the technical stuff. If I hear too much scratching, I skip with immediate effect. A small example of this, Oso City has a bigger channel than Scratch Bastard, yet Scratch Bastard is more technical. That makes... I get that. I get that. Because even me as a technical DJ, if I feel like someone's going overboard with juggling, like beat juggling and scratching, and then I also get a bitchy turned off by it, because at the end of the day we also want to enjoy the music. Like, you can be technical, cool, but in an hour's time, like let's say your set is an hour long, if you're scratching for 35 minutes of your hour set, come on now, let's just keep it a buck.
If it's done tastefully and it's done,
Yeah, if it's done
with,
tastefully and
like
but I'm
like
saying,
seasoning, I
but
think it's
remember
perfectly
it's
fine.
light seasoning. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
if you play for an hour, scratch for 35 minutes.
Personally, that's a bad example to use Scratch Bastard because I
Yeah,
think
no,
he does it
Scratch
really
Bastard is a
well. I
bad
think there's some
example to
guys
use,
that
yeah.
that do go overboard. But
Scratch
I've-
Bastard is one of the goats. No cap.
yeah, I've always used the analogy or the metaphor of McDonald's is one of the most famous.
McDonald's.
Brody.
Pa-ra-pa-pa-pa.
McDonald's is one of the, like, billions of people eat McDonald's all over the world, right? Because you know what you're gonna get. A Big Mac is the same here. Everywhere you go, it is what it is. If you go to a fancy restaurant, an experimental restaurant where they're trying some mad cock, like, it could be more expensive. Some people could love it. Some people could hate it. Some people could be like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? It's just the way the world works, bro.
This man just called Scratch Bastard a fancy restaurant.
Nah, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like you could. Some
Nah.
people are perfectly fine
With the norm.
with the norm and with the
Yeah.
everyday and having a Big Mac once a week. We know what a Big Mac's gonna be, and that's it. It's done,
Yeah.
and it's gonna satisfy my craving for a Big Mac. Don't give me other shit. Don't give me Big Mac with a Wagyu patty or some. Nah.
that
would
sounds
slap,
insane,
but-
though. That sounds crazy.
And then you do it, and people are like, "Why are you fucking up feed?"
Why are you fucking up my Big Mac?
Why are you
Yeah.
fucking up? What did you say now?
Yeah, you heard me.
I'm gonna amplify that one word.
Amplify. Amplify. There was
Nah,
another
bro.
good comment on there, bro.
The one from Teddy.
Mm.
Yeah, Teddy. So Teddy, shout out Teddy to me. He says it feels like simplicity hits harder because since concentration levels are super low,
Yeah.
it's easy to just blindly listen to a song, rather than to hear an acapella over another song. It gets appreciated by DJs, but crowds have become so fickle. He really enjoyed the need to go viral chat. Everyone wants to be a DJ, so the art has become diluted. The crowd hears all of these other basic DJs, and that becomes what they expect, i.e. the norm. When you do something out of the norm, it is now seen as weird.
Yep. Exactly that, bro.
Nail on it.
Yep.
Yeah, hit
Exactly
shit on
that.
it, bro. Like, it's tough, man. It's really tough, bro. It's really tough, and like, it hurts, man. It hurts because you again, you go out there and you prep and you basically make it your mission to show people a different element and like different thing. Like I watched a video of last night, bro. Crypto, shout out Crypto. He posted a video of you and you played BBL Drizzy with that Anderson Paak acapella.
Leave the door open.
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
BBL Drizzy instrumental with the Leave the Door Open acapella. And that was like, it was hard. It was going in and I was
Yeah.
like, that's not something a normal person or the norm would do.
Yeah, that was just on the fly, bro. Because I was like, BBL Drizzy is an instrumental track,
Yeah.
basically. And I was like, while it's building up, let me find something. And I thought, okay, this could work actually, like on the fly. So it's not a matter of preparing that specific routine,
Yeah.
but preparing for the situation,
Yeah.
having an acapella ready or something like that. Yeah, but bro, if you do the same thing as everybody else, people complain. You don't do anything special. What? If you do something different, then you're like, why are you fucking up? Why are you doing?
Nah,
why are you
would
trying to
do
be?
all of that?
You can't please everybody, bro. Like, the sooner we all realize this, the better.
I'm not trying to please nobody, bro. I'm just trying to have fun with this DJ
Yeah,
shit.
man.
Like, look, for some people, no, it's okay. For some, for some people, it's okay. You can stand behind the decks and you can play with the knobs and whatever while the song plays, and it's cool. Like that's your thing.
Filter
know-
in, echo, filter,
Yeah.
double echo,
You know-
halftime.
What is this? Man, know the parameters.
Brody knows, bro.
You know what? Give me the.
Brody knows DJing.
If I had to put my mind to it and say for 3 weeks I'm gonna practice DJing, or for like a month I'll practice DJing, I could probably be better than some of these people. With
For sure, bro. You have an understanding. You watch us closely all the time.
Guys, let's put the challenge out there, bro.
I would love
3 weeks.
I would love Brody to start DJing because then
Brody
I could
has-
give him the same shit energy
Yeah.
he gives me.
Brody.
Give you shit energy.
Yes, you
Yes,
do.
you do.
He said last night. He said, "I'm staying for 10 minutes, so you're set, and I'm leaving."
He
But-
didn't even
but
stay for 10 minutes.
Then he said to me, "He's like, are you gonna do anything different?" I said, "Yeah, I think so." He's like, "No, you're not." And I'm like, no, I am. I've got a set prepared. He's like, yeah, you're probably going to just end up doing the same old Gremlin thing. I'm like, okay, Brody. And then he ends up leaving in any case,
Yeah,
bro.
he just left. Look here, 3-week challenge.
You were a 40-year-old man.
3-week challenge. Brody has 3 weeks to learn how to DJ so that we can put him on a stage and so that other people can give him the same judgmental looks that he gives
That's market.
other people. You have 3 weeks.
100%.
Yeah, 100%, 1,000%.
100%.
1,000%.
Don't want me to come for your jobs.
Oh, yeah, that's
You
cool.
know what? No, maybe make sure that your sleeve isn't in shot next time. How about that? How about you make sure that your sleeve isn't in our camera shot?
Was it for the whole video?
Bro, it was there for like a solid...
For like 10 seconds.
That cap. It happened 10 seconds multiple times adds up. It was multiple times. You see,
So-
he edits the pod, no?
You know, we got to Brody last week
We
when we
did.
said he takes his time and
You
whatever.
didn't get to me.
This bruh, he sent the pod, 10 a.m. Tuesday morning. It was done, ready, Monday night. And then both of us had
We
a
were just
weird ass
busy,
day,
yeah.
and then we ended up posting late in any
Just for
case.
everybody that's going to text to it and say, where's the pod? It's not me.
Look here, 1 out of 14 times. It's still bad, bro.
Yeah, but your credibility is now shot, bro.
It isn't.
Lied last week.
We didn't lie.
No, we didn't lie. No.
We didn't lie.
It's a new
You
day.
were on time once.
It's a new day.
You see now.
Also, 500 subs.
Shout out. Foreplay is out the mud.
We out the mud. Yes, and we got our first.
Yeah, we got our
booking.
first booking. Shout out Community ZA for pulling up on the
Crazy.
boys.
Like, that is the ideal set that we would want.
Yeah,
The
that is
ideal
set.
setting, venue, size of,
Size
that's
of venue,
just-
size of crowd. Remember, it's a full 1-day festival production as well.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be elite sound rigs, elite
Massive lineup, bro.
equipment.
Like, when I saw the
Bro.
poster, it said Scorpion Kings right underneath Foreplay DJs. I was like, yeah,
Shout out,
we
shout
out
out
the
my
mud,
label,
bro.
that's me.
we
Now
out the
cooking.
mud. Last week was big for us, bro. 500 subs,
And
first ever paid
community.
gig.
Don't say first ever paid gig.
It is our first ever paid gig.
It doesn't count. Our own gigs doesn't count. Like the
That's
stuff
what I'm
that we-
saying.
But
It's our
that's what I'm saying.
first
Don't
paid
say
gig.
first paid gig. Say first gig.
Or first gig. But it's
Yeah.
not our first gig.
It's not, but I say first gig because
Nah.
booking ourselves shouldn't count as a gig.
But it's still a gig. We performed. It's our first paid gig.
Fairs.
We might break even this financial year. All the money Foreplay is spent.
Ah, you got it.
We got it.
Yeah, or you can't talk about it.
Well,
No,
we
we can.
Who contacted you? So
So the guys from Community ZA, they reached out to me. They hit my line. I was busy, and then they hit my line, and then I saw the text like maybe in 45 minutes to an hour later, because I was busy, and then something in my mind just told me like, yo, check your phone, because at that time Josh called Ashton for something very similar, and then I was like, hey yo, I should probably check my phone as well, just as a. And I checked the phone and I saw, oh shit.
It's weird to think of him not seeing his phone. Like, if you message or call this bro, it's instant. Like, he lives on his phone.
I was not on my phone, bro. On God. And then I checked my phone and I was like, oh shit, they just texted. And then I called them and I was like, hey, sorry, I just saw your text now. Is everything still good? They're like, yeah. They just wanted they wanted to know what the fee is and the situation. I was like, I gave them the fee. And we spoke about it a bit, and they're like, yeah, they'll get back to us within the day still. Maybe like an hour and a half later, they texted, said, yeah, we're gonna get you guys on, send an invoice, and then send the spelling of your name and
So
stuff.
that's
That's when I called you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good example of, for maybe for any up and coming DJs or anybody like that. So like, we've set out from the start that we're not just gonna take any and every gig, because we both have our independent brands. We're still getting gigs. So, for instance, if Destiny came to us, which they have, or places that we both regularly play at, and they say, we want you guys to come and play, it's not necessarily something that we want to do because it's not aligning with what our mission is, our goal is.
It doesn't align with
yeah.
what Foreplay set
Yeah.
out to do, So like going back to what we said earlier, you know, like foreplays is a type of act to diversify its sound selection and music selection. So we'll play multiple genres within an hour or 45 minutes, and we'll bridge gaps in between and show people how to creatively blend things that you wouldn't necessarily think is possible. Whereas like our own individual brands doesn't consist of that. So that's why you can't
all the time. Yeah.
So you can't take foreplay to quote unquote a commercial space, because something like that wouldn't be appreciated in a commercial space
as much, and also we might need to adjust, you know, and I don't think that's really what we want to do.
Yeah, we would need to dumb it down significantly in spaces like that, whereas when you're taking it to designated events and festival level type things like this, where it's much more of an open situation, then we can still fully express ourselves in that medium, compared to having to dumb it down.
If you were to DJ as a pairing every week, it wouldn't, not that it wouldn't work, it would be a lot more draining mentally because of how much effort and thought goes into your set.
Yeah.
So that's another thing, like, especially because we spend like sometimes 2-3 weeks preparing these 1 hour routine sets. We don't do any freestyling, you know, everything is from beginning to end. It's
planned
and practiced, and you know, so we can't take a gig every week, number one. Number two, like we did get an offer for or one or two actually.
Couple actually.
People have been trying to book us, but like from a promoter standpoint, they're looking at it like, okay, there's two of you, but it's only an hour, so we're gonna pay you what we would pay for one DJ.
Essentially,
like Fizz and Shay, for instance, they have a group fee, but sometimes they are looked at as, but it's 1 hour.
One DJ.
You know what I mean? So now they're splitting one DJ's budget for the hour, where it's two people, and that's kind of along the lines of what we're trying to avoid. But also, you know, if people can afford it, cool. If they can't, cool. But there is also room for negotiation of like, you know, this is a great gig. We want to take the gig. It's a big lineup. We're not going to play for free, but you know, if somebody's coming with something decent where it works out for the both of us, like for sure.
And also like something like Community is massive, bro. Like
it's gigantic.
If you just go off some of the names on the lineup alone, bro. Like you mentioned Scorpion Kings earlier. There's Maglera, Dope Boys, Taylor's not on it, but Mshai is on it. I'll just battle some of the names now. So Scorpion Kings, DJ Capital, Mshai, Surreal Sessions, and then there's Maglera, Dope Boy, Usi Mamane, Atmos Black, International Pansula, Mila, Sir Vincent, Lloyd, Digital Sangoma.
There's only really like 2 hip-hop or non-house piano DJs on the lineup. It's us and Capital.
Yeah. Literally
and
that,
then
bro.
Maglera, obviously live performance.
Yeah. So it's literally that, bro. Everyone else is either deep house, and Bones also. Bones is on there. It's gonna be.
So we're gonna have to come with a. Yeah,
we're about to go crazy.
Hip-hop
I'm
jersey vibe.
excited, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna slap, bro.
But yeah, I'm so excited, like, because like I earmarked Community as a personal one for me, because I was like, yo, it would be so dope if I get to play Community again, because I played it last year, and that was fucking
crazy,
sick, bro. Like that was sick. And then when I earmarked it again this year, that's the fact that like when they reached out, they specifically asked for foreplay, man, and I was like,
dope.
Yo, that really took me out, bro. Because when I read the text, and I'll surmise the text quickly. It was, hey, we're currently in the process of putting DJs forward for the fest on the 17th, and we were wondering if foreplay is available. We're presenting you as an option, so we can't guarantee that it'll work out, but we would love to put you guys forward. And I was like, hey, yo.
Is that what they sent you?
Yeah.
So for young DJs getting into the scene, that's what a professional message sounds like.
Yeah.
Besides that's what a professional message sounds like. I think it's more so that it wasn't a guaranteed thing, man. When they initially sent the text, you know, it was more so a prospect. Like, hey,
conversation.
We're interested in you. We just need to get the final say.
Yeah.
And you know, that's the thing when it comes to like this whole situation, because it's all prospect until it happens, you know, and you shouldn't be let down. Like, for example, if they had to come back and say, yo, unfortunately, we couldn't make it work this time around, it doesn't mean that the door's closed.
Yeah.
It just means that you are now in the right line of vision.
Yeah.
So when the next one comes around, there's
The
a
fact
chance.
that your name is in the conversation
That's
is a
more
good
than
thing.
enough, bro.
Now, I think what happens in a lot of cases is we still find individually.
Yeah.
We have the privilege of being able to deny gigs. Now, if you are up and coming, or maybe you've been DJing for a while, you're not getting any gigs. Now something happens where they come to you like, yo, we really want to book you, and then you give your rate or whatever, and they say, listen, we can't do that. You're left with a choice of saying, damn, let me just take this gig, even though it's not what I want, rate-wise, or whatever the case may be. You just end up taking it. And unfortunately, that could lead to, you know, other people, you know how promoters talk amongst each other.
Yeah.
Oh, I got Kane for 20 Rand, man. It's cool.
Who is this? Can you please add like 2 more zeros when you say a number? Because people are really going to think I take bookings for 50 Rand, bro.
But you do, though.
Gakparat.
Where did you get these pants from?
Oh, shout out Puma. I played the Puma Pleasures launch.
Yeah. He doesn't get paid to DJ. He doesn't. He just gets clothes.
Okay,
Everything
guys,
he wears.
I don't get paid to DJ. I get paid to look pretty. The cat's out the bag. Cat's out the bag.
You've been rocking the beanies lately, eh?
Yeah, I'm having a bad hair week.
Yeah. So my mom said, like, did you take your braids out? And I said, no, he hasn't. And she's like, no, I can see the sideburns. I was like, no, man, that's his hair. Because you had that pink beanie on
but
last
it's
week.
because like when the braids start to frizz out, then like all the loose hair start to come
Let's
out.
have a look, bro.
Nah, I'm not. Nah.
Let's see it, man.
Nah.
So bad.
It's bad, bro.
We saw you at soccer yesterday, wasn't?
It was bad. Brody
Did you
said
wear a
it
beanie last night?
No, I had a hat on last night.
Yeah, that.
Brody said it looked like I was someone did something with static because my hair was standing up.
Damn.
He's like,
Is that soccer? Nah, the soccer. So.
Okay.
yeah.
Fair.
But hey, don't worry, I'm gonna sort my hair out this week, man. Don't worry, I'll come back Sunday looking fresh, fresh to death.
Let's get into the weekend, bro. You went
Yeah.
to Groovy Nights.
Was
Huge, eh?
That was
Enrico's
fucking
onto something,
massive, bro. Nah, shout out, Mr. Salento one time. That shit was fucking huge, bro. Like, nah, you cooked,
Well done,
you
man.
cooked, bro.
He deserves it, bro. He's such a good, genuine guy. Like, that's somebody that, like, I'm so happy to see that things are just working out,
someone
because
to see him thrive.
he's just a good guy, bro.
He's just such a he's just a gentleman.
Yeah.
Like,
How we had to learn how to learn how to DJ.
And it was quick, eh? It was really quick, bro.
But I think also behind the scenes, you can see he's a busy guy, bro. You can see that this man
he
works.
doesn't sleep, bro. He graduated not too long ago.
Wow.
Also, yeah, he graduated, got a whole degree. Obviously running a successful events company. He does full event production and setup. He has like multiple sound rigs, so he sends out. Like, bro, this man is an entrepreneur. This man is a
what's he,
businessman.
23,
21.
21.
21,
Damn.
dog. He's 21, bro. His 21st was last year.
Yes, they did like a wine tasting.
Crazy. Wow.
This man is an entrepreneur, bro. Shout out, Rico.
Entrepreneur Enrico.
Entrepreneur Enrico. Nah, shout out. But Groovy Nights is fucking massive, bro. Like, it was huge. You got Chicks and Liz as the headliners.
Yeah. Wow.
Dope. I'm not gonna lie. I actually stayed for like the entire set. Dope.
I'd be interested to know how that worked, because we were talking about it, like, they played everywhere, right?
There was only really 2 gigs that I know of. It was obviously Groovy Nights on the Friday, and then I know they played at Funky Buddha in Paul on the Sunday.
Yeah, they definitely got a couple more.
I don't know
gigs,
what
bro.
they might have done in
Yeah.
between, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the situation was. But I genuinely hope for his sake it was the fact that they were already in the city on
Yeah.
this weekend,
Yeah.
and he capitalized on it.
Clever.
Because like if he flew them out, then I would have put it on a exclusivity thing.
For sure, bro. If I'm gonna pay for your flights and accommodation, like,
You have to be.
You're not playing
exclusive to
anywhere else.
Nowhere else,
Yeah.
bro. But I think it might be a situation where they were, it was pre-planned that they would be in the city. And or maybe even he did a thing where he cut costs and he split with some of the other promoters to get them in the city.
Yeah.
Could be a thing, because I've heard of other people do that already, where couple promoters will come together, they'll fly the guys out, and then they'll book them on 3 separate days in the city.
Yeah.
But
Shout
also
out, bro.
very, very powerful event, bro. That shit was insane.
Good 400, 500 people.
I would say 500 plus, closer to the 550 mark.
Yeah. It looked
Closer
big,
to the
bro.
550 mark, yeah. But the way he did his setup also super dope. Like he had designated seating sections for people, designated seating for the artist. Yeah, just to keep, just to create a sense of exclusivity. And you know what's crazy, no? A sense of exclusivity sells so well, bro.
Makes people's fucking dicks hard, bro. They just
Bro, no cap.
Pause, bro.
Pause. No Diddy. No Diddy.
No, because it annoys me, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like when you guys are DJing, I only want to be in that VIP section or the exclusivity section, so I don't have to deal with like people knocking me or touching me or like last night.
Especially in a crowded place.
Yeah, like I don't like it, bro. Like I abuse your VIP so that I can just have a peaceful evening and sit and listen to music.
But that's the point, though. So that's the point of like
That
the
is
whole
the
VIP thing. But I'm saying like that whole sense of exclusivity sells so well, bro, because it's really a ego character thing where it's like, oh, I got a VIP band and I can sit here.
People will
and you
like
can't
how
come
many
past
times
the
have people
rope.
like begged you to be in the VIP, and I'm telling them like
no.
it's not that special.
It's not that deep,
It's
bro.
more fun if you are there for the jaw. It's more fun being
In the general, bro.
No cap, bro. General slaps.
Most
bro.
of the time, VIP people are just sitting there acting cool and
And
like
it's cack, man.
It's only
so
good if
cack.
you don't like being pushed or touched or.
Yeah,
So-
look.
bro. Sometimes it's just as full. Sometimes it's just
Sometimes
as
the
busy.
VIP is just as messy.
or
Yeah, but
even
look,
more.
it makes sense to me if you're that type of person, man. If you don't like that claustrophobia and that people around you, then you will go out and you'll spend the extra money on VIP.
Sure.
And you'll get a table and just like, because again it was
Was
very,
VIP ever a term before, bro?
nah,
Because
AKA coined it most.
oh, gotcha.
In one of his songs, it's going down in the VIP right now. Yeah, shit is kinda lit right now.
I never
also,
caught
they
that,
might
bro.
copyright strike us for that.
That is crazy, bro. How the fuck did
It's
that
because he
happen?
added the song in the end, man.
Oh, I thought you sang it.
Nah,
and you got a
you see, you didn't watch the
copyright.
episode.
No, but if you sing it,
I did.
if you sing it like
Oh shit,
close to
Yeah.
it could.
If harmonically it sounds correct.
So how does it work? Did you have to take? Is that video still up?
It's
Like,
still up. It's up. It's just it's blocked in certain territories, man.
Russia and Belarus.
Yeah.
It's always Russia and
Probably
Belarus,
right.
bro.
They don't want to see foreplay in Russia like that.
Yeah, they don't want to see Gremlin there either.
Yeah. Shout out.
Oh yeah, show him.
Can we please can we get into that story one day?
Let's get into it now.
Yeah, we can.
It's not much. It's not a long story. Okay, sure. Let's do that.
Oh, yeah. So with the waiting room relaunched.
So, Brody almost never came out last night. Remember, we made a pact
We made
end
a
of
pact.
season 1.
Yes.
I've been sticking to it.
And me?
No.
Friends of Amstel and We Are Sundays.
Okay, and that was a month ago. What have you done in between then?
Years ago, bro. Last weekend I didn't do anything because it was Mother's Day, and this weekend I went to waiting room. Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen you outside, bro.
The same,
I feel like yeah.
This man was at waiting room now for an hour.
And we had to force him out, bro. He said, "I don't know how you guys do this. I don't know how you take naps and then wake up. Like this. This is a lot of life is so tough." Mm. Please do.
So people can see. I was there first last night.
I didn't actually know. I didn't expect you. Brody was hanging out over the balcony.
Walking with a flight case into the door. I thought, what's happening here?
Yeah, it was for the decks.
Yeah. So waiting room. Congrats, bro. Firstly, we have to congratulate.
I don't own the
No,
place,
man.
bro.
You guys did everything that what we see there last
Everything
night.
you
You
saw
guys
last
did the
night,
entire revamp, the designing, the concept, the actually doing the
Putting
revamp,
it all
and
together,
it looks
tying it up
insane, bro.
in the space of a week and a half.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was quick, bro. Shout out Aiden. My man was working. he had holes in his pants.
Power tool, Riz.
Yeah. Wait, my guy.
The man was grinding. You know the
We
old
need
DJ box?
Yeah.
He grinded it off. He took it upon himself. He took the grinder.
Nah,
He said,
that's an alpha male, bro.
Mm.
Aiden is an alpha male. You know.
Shout out Aiden.
He pulled out that drill,
He pulled out the strong man, Riz.
and when he got the measuring tape and I was
He
like,
said
oh,
the handies were
nah,
feeling.
no, I see it now. I see what it is.
You get it.
There's a package. There's a full package there.
He's a manly man.
Yeah. He's got that strong silent type. The strong silent
Shout out
type.
Aiden LSC. But yeah, we put together the entire concept. Obviously threw it all together.
Yeah.
So we basically we focused on a lot of the complaints that like the waiting room had prior, man. You know,
From customers,
promoters.
Like what?
So one of the major issues was the sound constantly fucking out, the speakers not doing the things. People constantly having to red line just to get some sort of sound out of there.
Yeah.
Booth monitors not working. The other thing was just like a sense
The
of
decks
like
were also
always fucked. Like a sense of we wouldn't say cleanliness per se, but just so that like the bathrooms, paint, painting on the walls, and just making the place look and feel a bit more aesthetically pleasing, man. Because we are in a generation right now where everything is social media driven and everything is based on what you see on social media, man. So when
It
you
needs
walked
to look
into the
good.
when you walked into the waiting room previously, there wasn't any like photo opportunities, or you can
True.
stand at a wall and you can take an
True.
aesthetically pleasing photo. The only thing like that used to be the bathroom. Do you know where the bathroom is when you walk in? Then there's like that little mirror there that like women would always take pictures at and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That would be like the staple mirror. So that was like the only thing. So we kind of approached it in a way. It's like, what do people do when they walk into the door? They listen to music, they get a dope, and they take pictures.
True.
They take pictures. They want things to look and feel
Yeah.
dope, and it must be cool. And that's when we came up with the whole concept of, hey, let's get LED ceiling lights that run in sequence and beat match to the
The
music.
graffiti, bro. The graffiti
Let's-
walls.
Yeah,
nuts.
let's get someone because the waiting room is covered in culture, and that's where a lot of people get their start up, and it's a creative hub where creators will come and they put together things and they brainstorm ideas. You know, let's get someone who's equally as creative in our industry and give them a space where they can express themselves. And then we got Malay to tag up the centerpiece wall, which serves as the background
Such
for
a
the
draw card. Like it's,
I didn't know it was him that did it.
so it's Malay.
like
yeah.
now when you think about crazy.
He's insane. Yeah. And he freestyled that whole thing. It wasn't a pre-sketch.
Wow.
No pre-sketch. He freestyled the entire thing. So we were like, okay, cool. Let's get Malay to do the mural. Because he's a focal point in Cape Town right now. He's also just been on a crazy run in terms of art and exhibiting. And we're like, okay, dope. Let's put Malay there. Obviously myself, Fish Parcel, and like A3. We sound driven, you know. Everything for us, it revolves around sound. It must be crispy. It must sound crispy. You must be able to walk down the road and hear the place pushing, like, like that's.
You know, once we start getting monetized, we can't swear anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But like,
Get it all out, bro.
You can swear, you can say certain words.
yeah. So that was like the whole thing, and then obviously we revamped the sound. So we got new tops.
The sound is busting,
bro, we refurbished like those big bass bins that was there, and like throughout the entire night, the master was on 12 o'clock,
Crazy.
and the mixer that we're running all the sound through, it was like on a -5.
It just
Wasn't even close
feels,
to zero.
you know, this might go against everything you're doing, but something about the waiting room being on the verge of collapse before the revamp, sound not working, somewhat dilapidated vibe, actually fed into the overall feeling of it. Like what maybe was unconsciously it was the appeal, where it wasn't a perfect place. It wasn't, you don't have to dress up, you don't have to anything. It was just this place of just like, it feels like you're at a house party or something like that, you know, where somebody's cousin just brought some speakers and we just got
We
some
put it
decks
all
for free,
together.
like, you know what I mean, like that fed into it. So now it's somewhat more professional. It's still not, you know, a bougie place, but I think you guys have just cleaned up a concept that was genuinely might have fallen to pieces, but you kept the essence of it.
Yeah.
Like,
So
it
that
still
was-
feels like waiting room.
Yeah, so that was the whole thing also, was just to keep the essence of it, bro, because like we're not there to change anything drastic. We're not there to make it look or change the feel and the appeal, because again, like that's where a lot of us started out, you know, that's where a lot of us come from, and it's where a lot of us made our names or made a name for ourselves. So why would we change the essence of the place, you know? Why would we redirect the energy?
And you don't want that to be on you guys either.
Yeah.
Oh, A3 came in and fucked the place up.
Yeah, and the thing is like a waiting room, it's a student hub as well, you know. So everything is still very student centric. The bar menu is still student centric. Just and the fact that like you heard the sets that we played last night. It's trap. It's like teen music, you know. It's like stuff for students, and it's still exactly the same. Like nothing's changed. It's just aesthetically the place looks a lot better now. There's LED lights everywhere. There's proper sound in the space right
DJ
now.
booth is dope.
DJ booth is dope.
Yeah.
Full stage. And the cool thing about the stage is that the DJ box is movable. So when there's live performances, we can shift the DJ box to the back, and there's a whole
Wow.
platform for them to perform
How is it
on.
movable?
There's 2 bolts connecting it to the stage, so we unscrew the bolts and we can move the desk around. It gets even techier, because now we can completely take it off if there's a band night. So the stage can be
Wow,
completely
bro.
removed, and we can set up a band night. So if you have a band and you want to come,
DJ booth got motion, bro.
yeah, literally, you can move around.
I must say, it felt very, for me, because I've been going there since like 2016. So for me, going back there, I walked in, I was so shocked that it felt bigger. When I walked in there, it felt like the club had an extra section we didn't know about. The moving the DJ decks to the center, it just, everything felt nice. It felt,
Which is weird, because the DJ booth now takes up more space on the dance floor, because the DJ booth used to be in the corner.
In the corner.
And you lose.
couches on the side that they removed.
Okay,
Yeah.
true.
So when we looked at like some of the structural changes in the place, we mapped it out, like what can we do to maximize floor space, because we obviously knew extending the stage to that section and putting the booth in the middle would take up floor space. So what
Yeah.
can we do to maximize what we have? And it was simple. It was like remove the sofas, remove that one sofa on the left hand side, make sure the doors is always open, so there's a constant flow of traffic of people walking in and out, and ventilation.
That's also another thing, eh?
Yeah,
The doors on both sides being open.
both sides open.
You know, when people used to push each other through just that one door.
And
Yeah.
used to get hectic, bro. So that's why we spaced it out like that. And like with the relaunch party, I did fairly well. And it kind of showed people what the flow would look like when the place is full and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And all the fans are working and stuff like that. So ideally, the whole revamp thing was to juice the place a bit more. Just get promoters to feel like the place is reliable again, you know, because at the end of the day, the waiting room is more of an event space than it is a club venue.
Yeah.
And the fact that, you know, promoters were not putting as much energy into it anymore kind of threw off the place's balance and stuff like that. So hand in hand with working with promoters, it's also going to be establishing an identity for waiting room that stands alone. So you can still come to waiting room on a Saturday night when no promoter is active, but it will still be a good time, and there'll still be good vibes, and there'll still
Love
be
that.
good DJs.
So
that's
I have
like
to
the
I have
whole
to
idea.
play a devil's advocate here and say that I think a lot of people obviously they came to the closing of waiting room because they genuinely thought it was gonna be the end of it, right? Like obviously we knew behind the scenes that that wasn't the end, but you?
I didn't know. I thought they're closing.
Oh really? Oh,
They technically are closed.
what do you mean?
So that's the thing about the whole like goodbye thing, because it is goodbye to the waiting room as you know it. Like as you know it, that grunge look, that punk rock
Fair.
feel, that dilapidated
Yeah.
feel, that's no longer a thing.
Fair.
You know, that's out the window now, because we have moved past that trend. You know, that shit used to be dope in 2016, 17, 18, where it's like, oh, this punk rock feel and like this house party feel and stuff like that. But that has died out. And unfortunately, when that died out, the waiting room didn't progress with what was popping up. And if you look at all the dope event spaces right now, what do you see? You see neon lights. You see cool graphics on the walls. Everything is painted a certain color. Everything is themed in a certain way. Everything is either luxury or just looks super dope.
Yeah. Do you think the closing party would have been as big if you said we're closing down for renovation? We'll be back soon. Compared to saying we're closing down.
It wouldn't have been as big because if you say you're closing down for renovation, people are going to come back and still expect the same thing. They're going to come back and they're going to expect waiting room to still have that same look and that same feel and that same energy.
Well, that's just silly. Why would
no,
you
but
expect
that's
the same thing?
what it is, because when you say renovation, it's ambiguous. You don't pinpoint it to, oh, they're going to do this, because a renovation could be something as simple as just painting the walls.
Sure.
And when you come back, it's like, but what did you change?
Yeah.
Whereas if you say, oh, it's closing down, which I did. When you walked inside, what was that? Was that waiting room or was that waiting room?
Yeah, it was a completely new.
Yeah, and that's the niche, because before the revamp, it was the waiting room.
Okay.
Now it's just waiting room.
Yeah. New logo, new look.
New logo, new energy, new look, new feel.
Okay.
And still keeps the same essence. That's the new logo.
That was dope. Yeah, very dope.
But that's what it is, though. You see, so everything is it's modernized. You know, we dropped the grunge look, we dropped that whole aesthetic, and we picked up what we deem and what we feel makes more sense in today's economy, which is the lighting, the opportunity for pictures, and that sort of thing.
Cool. It's clever, bro. I think I was maybe expecting a bigger turnout. I think people were definitely excited to see the new place, but maybe it was a weird night last night, bro. Payday weekend. It wasn't a crazy night, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't a wild night. It wasn't wild.
I don't think people come to town like that anymore. I think people prefer to go somewhere else rather than they would go to a Kloof Street or a Loop or a Brie than go to a Long Street. You know what I'm saying?
But we're in Brie and Loop.
No, waiting room is in Long Street.
Oh, yeah. No. Sorry, I'm talking about my night in general. Like, I was just driving around town. It just wasn't. There were people, but like Brie was quiet.
Now the end of Brie was, because I parked at the end of Brie when I was
station side. Yeah. But like Payday weekend, you just expect way more.
The spaces we were in were fairly full. Like waiting room did well. You said drama was rocking.
Drama was. I've never seen drama so full, bro. That shit was.
Yeah.
You know, like we spoke about just before this, being a hip hop DJ or even just a DJ that doesn't do piano or
Afro
or house or Afro, coming into a space where that is where
it's dominant.
It's dominant, right? So now I'm walking into drama, and it is banging, bro, like banging, and DJ is just playing hits, piano hits. I'm thinking, fuck, I'm gonna come in here now and play hip hop, change the whole mood, and it's. You never know if it's gonna work or not, bro. And you just gotta hope and pray that they with you for that. At least it's only 40. I think they only booked me for 45 minutes for a reason, because
they one thing about drama, they know their crowd.
They know
very well.
They 45 minutes, and also it has to be a really good 45 minutes.
It has to be an impactful 45 minutes.
Like I didn't play anything older than, genuinely, bro, like 3 years old. It was new
no
the whole time.
Yo, bro, like one thing at drama, no, they love new hip hop.
They on it, bro.
They love new hip hop and they love SA hip hop.
Yeah. I remember when Sexy Red first came out, bro.
Which one? Get It Sexy?
No, Sexy Red, like the artist.
Yeah.
Like it was Looking for the Hose,
Pound Town.
Then there was also like the Glorilla shit. Like
all the bad
the Huns were on it, bro.
No cap.
They knew every word. They were on that shit, and
no
like
cap, bro.
It's fun to see that, because that's what you know.
That's what we strive for.
When we downloading this music, we're thinking to ourselves, I really hope I can play this somewhere, because we know it's gonna slap.
It's gonna slap, bro. But like that's why I say like drama is like one of the fun places to play at for hip hop DJs, because you can go there and you can play an entire 2022 plus playlist.
Yeah.
And it would go up, bro.
Yeah.
SA hip hop. would go up, bro. Like
Yeah.
they fuck with that shit.
Love to hear.
When you start branching into some of the older things, then they're like,
I think I just did my usual routine that I usually do of again into lifestyle, and there was only like old songs that I played.
yeah. the
Otherwise,
trippy-
everything was like brand new Kendrick, brand new Drake, Sexy Red, like new. They were on it. Was vibes.
Mm,
Loved it.
nah.
I love the setup of that. It's like a big boiler room. You're right in the middle of the whole job.
Yeah,
bro.
the setup of it is crazy.
It's
You know
100
what?
people in front of you, 100 people behind you.
Thingy. Shout out on Nova Street one time. No cap.
Talk to me. That was your first time
Yeah,
there, right?
first time at Nova Street. Yeah, very.
Stan said you killed it because I spoke to him on the Saturday morning.
Is it?
He said he had you there. It was quite a nice night.
That's the thing. I was looking for Stan when I walked in and I didn't see him, so it was probably
He's
like
not usually
yeah,
there.
it's probably.
Upstairs.
Oh, okay. But yes, I get to Nova Street and whatever, and I walk in, and the security guard sees me, and I greet him, and he's like, "Oh, you DJing here tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, nah, no problem, cool, go through." He pats me down. I don't have anything weird on me. I go through. I get to the door lady. She's like, "Yo, you have any guests with you?" I'm like, "Nah, the homies are inside already." By homies, I mean my mom. Shout out my mom one time.
I thought you'd take her.
Yeah,
Club is like, because I've seen her at the cave.
yeah.
That club is your mom's
That's
club.
that's them. Yeah. So my mom and all the cousins were there. So yeah.
They also joined at the cave.
Yeah, they also at the cave, yeah. So I get there and whatever, and I walk through and I see my mom there, and like I greet her and whatever, and then one of the stage managers comes to me and he's like, "Yo, do you just like mind chilling at the back by the DJ booth because you have a hat on, and if they flag the hat on cameras, it might be a problem." And I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." So I go to the back and whatever, and I'm chilling on the sofa, and DJ Kicks is playing before me, and I shake their hand and I take over from them. And the first thing I asked was like, "Is everything working? Is all the buttons working?" Like, yeah, nah, all the buttons is fine. And bro, I was so blown away, you know, like from just like the nice energy that I got walking in to the decks working perfectly fine. That shit blew my mind, bro. Like all the cue buttons, play buttons, the knobs worked, everything. I was
the
like,
standard is so low, bro.
the standard is low, but like the fact that everything worked, I was just so happy, bro. I was like,
staff greeted you, managers greeted you, people were kind and professional,
yeah.
and the decks worked.
The
And
decks
you
worked.
were
And the
like,
sound
this is
was-
incredible.
and the sound was
good.
amazing.
You know, nothing
So-
over the top, but it just shows you like
Yeah.
how much we appreciate the tiny little things,
The
bro.
tiny,
Like
and
small
like
things.
what do you like to
bro.
say? Simplicity is key.
Simplicity is key.
Like
bro.
literally, bro. So I go and I play my set and whatever. And it's obviously like it's a very mature crowd. They love the 90s, 2000s.
Yeah.
But the fact that I could go and I could play like 2022 plus music and they received it quite well.
Awesome.
And I was like, yeah, that's dope. There was about 10-15 minutes in my hour set where it was like just new music, so like Reach Baby Daddy and stuff like that. Like they received it quite well. And yeah, just in general, like, you know, like there's a few places who do that very well, where you walk in, the security greets you, the staff greets you, everyone's nice, and you
Yeah.
go and you enjoy
and
your
they
set.
and it's almost like they were briefed.
Yeah,
This is our lineup. These are the people coming tonight. You never feel like you have to explain.
never, bro.
Like,
Also,
no disrespect, but like drama last night. I'm standing outside. I have to message the promoter to tell him to come and fetch me because you have to sit and convince the.
the people.
Fair enough. I'm like the only white guy. Me and Senior Mafia. We're the only two white guys in the whole place. And I'm standing there. I'm like, I have to convince this guy that I'm DJing, and he's looking at me like it happens all the time,
It
bro.
does.
He's looking at me like you're DJing.
Like, what do you
I'm
mean?
like,
What do you
yeah, I'm
mean? What do you
DJing,
mean?
bruh. Shit, what you
Yeah.
mean, bro?
Nah, but
It happens all the time, bruh.
It is a thing though, like where you have to like, and I personally hate that, man, because like for example, I never walk around with identification, so I never walk around with like an ID or a license or anything like that. So
No face, no case.
yeah, so I'm thinking like I'm on my way to a Nova Street. I'm like, what if this means to ask me for my ID? Like, what am I gonna say? I'm just gonna say I'm DJing here, like, because that's
Yeah.
also like an awkward situation.
But
'cause
the
that
cool
has
thing
happened
is
before.
though, they have the posters
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
outside. Yeah.
So I can be like,
That's me.
That's me. But like, you know, literally though. So like, there's been times where I would go to a spot and they'd be like, your ID, and I'm like, I don't have it, but I'm DJing here tonight. And they're like, yeah, but your ID. I'm like, they wouldn't book me if I wasn't 18 plus, bro. Like, let's just be realistic
Yeah.
right now. So
Also, you don't look 18, bro. That's
yeah, come now. Let's
Come
just be
on.
for real right
Yeah.
now. But it happens sometimes. But just that simple hospitality, man, and like the fact that everyone is nice and it's like, for me, like that's the one thing that's a big plus for me. Just be nice.
and you got paid days before.
Yeah, I got paid like 3 days in
I mean,
advance.
where
so,
does
like,
this happen,
shout out,
bro?
like that was major. Cause like me, I have invoice Mondays, bro. I will send my invoice the Monday after the gig,
Yeah.
and you have like a week to pay
Like
me.
getting paid before a club gig it's unheard of.
It's unheard of. But it's also a weird concept because like, why do I have this money? Like,
yeah.
it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
like,
and it feels like you're playing for free. You might have
Yeah.
spent the money already,
I,
bro.
and I did,
Yeah, there you go.
I did. But it was like, damn, now I'm just going
It's
to
a
play.
weird feeling,
It's a
man.
weird feeling.
But,
Yeah. But shout out for the hospitality. Shout out Stan Mars. Like that was a really good
I
feeling.
love Stan, bro.
Really good energy in the space.
He's a legend.
10 out of 10. We'll do it again.
Stan as Riz, bro. Stan,
Hey, man.
there's
I've
something
heard-
about this guy. Yeah, but I'm just saying, man. Like he's got aura.
Yeah, Stan got order for real.
Yeah.
Nah, but it was a really fun one.
Big Stan Mars when you walks into a room.
Presents, bro.
Yeah, you have to look at him.
Yeah. Yeah. There was something I wanted to say now, man. I think without us really noticing it,
Mm?
I feel like hip hop is back, bro.
No, it's not.
I feel like hip hop is back.
Mm.
We can both play after one another, and we can play predominantly new music. When I'm saying
Different.
when I'm
cat-
saying I can play of last night at Destiny, I played new music, drama, new music, waiting room, new music.
Look at the crowds you play to.
Yeah,
Different.
but that's 3 gigs in one night playing new music. Like the fact that we can play brand new stuff now and it's hitting, like I wouldn't say, okay, we're not gonna say it's back, like, you know, but it's much better. It's in a much better place than before the Big 3 debate, bro.
Can I tell you why?
I think that shit saved.
It might have saved it. It did definitely push hip hop into a more we want to hear conversation. Like
Yeah.
we want to hear hip hop now.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that when it comes to event lineups, not just event lineups, but just like club lineups in general, that there's only so many hip hop DJs that you can rely on to give people a good experience.
Sure.
I absolutely love that. I
Yeah.
love the fact that like an entire piano to Afro dominated lineup, you'll have 2 hip hop acts, and chances are that you know who those hip hop acts are gonna be. They're gonna come in there, they're gonna kill it, they're gonna murder it because they're the only people playing hip hop. Case in point, like Groovy Nights on Friday, Enrico did well with his lineup. It was a heavy Afro piano centered lineup where you had Envy Funk, Lenneth Bowers, Poison, yeah, Shakes and Les. So you had like it was Josh, like it was all centered around like Afro and
Yeah.
hip hop and like not Afro, sorry, not hip hop, but Afro piano sounds, and it's like okay, dope. So you as an audience member, you know what to expect, and then you have like obviously Enrico is one of the R&B guys in the industry, so you know for his hour you're gonna get sing along R&B and da. And then for me, like I just went straight trap and heavy hits, bro. Like straight trap, straight hip hop, nothing crazy, nothing sing along. Like more towards the end of my set, because I had to play a couple extra minutes, because Shakes and Les had to come up to the stage, and obviously getting them through the crowd. There's like 600 people in the place. Getting them through 600 people to the DJ box is like,
Yeah.
it does take a while, yeah. So like close to the end of the set, I played a bit more sing-alongs, and then obviously they took over and they did their thing. Very fun set to watch. Not gonna lie, it was very fun. Still falls.
Did
into
they
the
play a
same-
lot of their own music?
Yeah, they played a lot of like
Okay.
exclusives and unreleased,
We
and they
love to
obviously
hear
played
it.
their hits.
Yeah.
But it's the same. It's the same thing we always say about headliners. You know, because they already got the name and the stature. They keep it fairly basic, you know. Like their secret weapon or their weapon for the event was their unreleased songs.
Sure.
Stuff that no one has heard, stuff that's in the vault, stuff that might never see the light of day.
That's okay, bro.
It's a banger.
For me, if you spending weeks and weeks producing music and mastering this shit to the point where it's popular, like you've done your job there, bro.
Yeah, they
Now
did.
you're gonna come and play that music.
Powerful.
Well done to you, bro.
Nah,
no
but
problem.
they had an insane set. Like the set was dope. Like I've found myself so many times listening to something and I'll be like, "Was
Yeah.
what do you mean you made that?"
Those unshazamables.
Yeah,
bro.
what do you mean you made
Yeah.
that, bro? And like, but they cooked. Rico also did really well on the event itself. Shout out
Well done,
Rico.
man.
Yeah, banger.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
it. No, that's us.
I think that's us for today.
That's us.
I'm
yeah,
starving.
I need to pee. Yeah, next week we can get
Okay,
it.
sure. Yeah, look, guys, it's not a long conversation.
Keep it for the guest.
Yeah, we'll keep it.
Oh, the guest that.
the Brody
Apparently-
surprise.
First Thursdays, if someone happens to be down here from.
Interesting.
I wonder who's gonna be.
No, he doesn't come anymore, eh?
Hmm.
Doesn't seem like he's comes anymore.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for like 2 first Thursdays now.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll get around to it.
Election day party next week, eh?
Election day party, pre-election
Yeah.
party. Also, guys, we were serious about having the foreplay party for 500 subs. We want all 500 of you guys to come, please. All 504 of you guys
Yeah.
to pull up on us. We'll definitely plot and plan around it, and then. Oh yeah, Brody said we should do that. The lineup should only be DJ duos, and it should.
Who's all the duos? Foreplay, Fizz and Shy,
Surreal Sessions.
Surreal.
Um,
No, Lal's here. Lal's here for the weekend, yeah, or for a couple days. I
oh,
was supposed to see him last night. That could be dope.
yeah.
Who's the other duos?
Twins, Finn. There's a dope DJ duos also on the community lineup now. Mushroom Clouds.
That's a cool name.
They dope though. They do a lot of Afro. So
Okay.
banger.
All right, could be an idea.
Yeah, the poster must be SmackDown versus Raw tag team match.
Love it.
We get a ring announcer and
Let's
everything.
go. Let's get it.
Yeah, give budget, man. Say the sponsors
Yeah,
must
we
put
need a
there.
sponsor.
You know what? We actually need to talk about sponsors because yesterday, Fizz the shy part of Fizz and Shy.
Shay.
It was a big discussion also how to
What?
pronounce the name. Because Shaylin was asking like, what makes more sense, Shay or Shy? We obviously gave our own opinions, but she said that
Fizz and Shy just rolls off the tongue easier. But yeah.
She said that there was like a thing with the event sponsors where like an event that's big in Joburg and gets sponsors in Joburg found itself struggling a bit in Cape Town because the sponsors weren't really wanting to endorse the one that happened in Cape Town, which was a very strange one. So like we need to kind of find out, we need to kind of get to the bottom of why sponsors are reluctant to do things in Cape Town. I don't get it
I
either,
don't
but
understand.
we'll get around to that conversation sometime. We'll
Yeah.
leave that for people to surmise.
All right, guys. As always, thank
Yeah.
you so much. Really appreciate if you made it this far. Like,
The next milestone is
Yeah.
1,000 subs
yeah. I mean, it took us 13 weeks, so we could probably do it
in less.
in less.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can. So shout out
Um,
to everyone liking,
Tell your
commenting,
mom, tell
subscribing.
your granny, tell everybody subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah,
who
yeah.
understands
Just make
what
some fake
YouTube
accounts
is,
and
just
subscribe.
sub,
bruh.
bro.
That's what we
Just
did.
sub, but
That's how we
yeah.
got to 500. We
I-
actually
I-
really only have 20 subscribers.
I don't endorse what he
I
says.
currently have 300 Gmail accounts.
I do not endorse. I do not endorse what he just said. But yeah, shout out to everybody liking, commenting, subscribing,
Yeah.
for watching, interacting with us, and just supporting in general. You know.
And come to our gig.
yeah.
Put that in your calendar.
17 June Community Fest at the Old Biscuit Mall.
We don't just sit here and talk shit. We actually
do
can
this
back
shit.
this shit up. I
Yeah.
promise you.
Brody Hukal said. Brody Hukal said. I can't wait to be there on the 17th because if you sketch on Kak, I'm gonna nail you on the podcast. And I said, you know what?
For
You
the
know what?
viewers listening, or for the viewers watching and listening, because you guys will know, as the people that watch them every week, they talk a lot of shit. So, let's see if they can back it up. And if they can't,
Remember that.
we want whoever comes to the gig that's in the comments right now, We want you to comment on the day after the gig. We want you to let us know if they killed it. But we'll leave that.
Do you know what? I think we should record pod immediately after the gig.
That could be dope. But it's we just have to
Depends
see
on what time we
they-
play.
I hope they don't give us some like.
Nah, to be fair, I think they give us.
Surely it will be
They'll give us a good time.
like a not a headline set, but maybe if the draw goes till like 12.
The draw
will
is.
probably be
It
like
starts at
6 or 7
11.
o'clock.
Starts at 11, ends at 2 a.m.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I would take a 7, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it would be way up by that time, bro.
It just needs to be dark. That's all I want.
This is one's lights.
Just dark. It just needs to be dark.
Yeah. But nah, shout out to everybody, all the love. This has been the Foreplay. Let's Talk Foreplay podcast.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Let's go eat and pee. Peace.